I don't know if we should play with black kids. Meanwhile, let's bring the color commentators to this.
For Dalaran.
Dead from the shadows.
Acquiring target.
Dead from the shadows.
For Dalaran. For Dalaran.
Welcome to the Salt commentary.
Welcome to we literally want the other team to not win.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. This will still be relatively unbiased because Cyclo and I want different teams to win this.
I'm rooting for nepgen because I don't. Although I like to meme on how anime is the cancer killing everything. I don't outright hate it. However, I do hate DNG due to historical-based reasons. And also, how fucking lucky it have been so far.
So, seeing as I don't have any historical background with DNG, I am basically straight up rooting for them because the Heart of the Cards Bowl as a final would be fucking amazing.
Oh boy. Yes, it will.
And maybe there's some salt about the other team or something, but let's just go with the Heart of the Cards Bowl thing.
I'm also mad about HSG because they're running CGL comp, and I also have some beef with CGL. So I guess this is just the league for me to be bitchy about. But
you guys should bring up the fact you got bit by what is the announcer's curse that you're not allowed to commentate games and you can't win the cup if you commentate.
Oh boy.
Maybe that's
I don't
true.
know. That didn't work for Ducky, so.
Well, I was gonna say maybe that's true, Pavel, because the last guy who won a real 4chan Cup didn't even have a microphone. So.
Well, now he does, right? Because he commentates pretty often now.
Yeah. Is DNG's manager just not here today then?
No,
They just...
he's not here. And I guess.
God, that adds
So we're literally trying to see if an autopilot DNG can Heart of the Cards their way to the Heart of the Cards Bowl.
Well, they're not
Are there
really
any teams that I
autopilot,
don't
they take
hate? Yes,
instructions.
nepgen. I don't hate nepgen. I would be fine with
What Pavel was getting at is Markod said, well, maybe there will be a goal, and then seconds later there was a goal. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, your team
It
runs
does.
for 119 minutes. People are going to get tired. Something usually happens eventually. I thought penalties would have been cool, but here's the thing. Well, we can say this now that we're out. Penalties were not exactly something that favored us because we had a whole bunch of meme players out of position and
Silver was removed. Height abuse made our stats worse. So really, not looking good. Not a good outcome.
Penalties were actually straight up not in favor of us, so that was about the same result delivered faster.
I will say this because I'm sure the chat is impatient to hear me being
Salt everywhere?
a sore loser.
Yeah, okay.
Congratulations to nepgen for beating us, but that was kind of bullshit.
Okay, I disagree with that. And I'm not biased. Look at the stats. It was an even match. Could have gone either way.
It was a pretty even match. What was frustrating to us is that
The first
it was
half.
like
It was like
GSG. It was GSG all over again, where we just fucking were smashing the first half, and yet nothing goes in the net.
Yeah.
So that's your daily dose of PK salt.
But then Lobgy lost the steam completely.
Yeah, that's kind of an ongoing theme.
That's our big issue, really.
Yeah.
But
so,
I mean,
should we use those kits because DNG manager wanted me to use the black ones, but I don't know to which extent it will be the steam.
should be
No,
fine.
sorry. I would see what else the DNG has. I'm like, sorry, if we can't see it,
they
then
have
we gotta
orange
change it.
and red kits, DNG. So.
Yeah, like the rule I typically follow is if I think we're not going to be able to tell them what.
No, nothing.
I was saying the rule I typically follow for the cup is if I can't tell them apart and both managers requested kits, then I'll change the away teams. But if nepgen didn't request, you could use their other ones.
Okay, let's see if. Okay, he is good with away kids.
So I hope everyone is ready to get 500,000 copies of CGL for Summer Cup.
Oh boy.
Because I sure am.
So let's set up the hype
I don't
machine.
think we've even seen nepgen in these kits until now.
Well, I think one of the matches in the group stage used those kits. So
Oh, okay, all right.
I might be wrong, but I think so. Anyway, let's do the hype machine and let's get this started. Alright, so hype machine is done. Let's roll.
So before we get into this and we look at beautiful no strings, I want to ask, can you guys hear my fan? Because right now it is
No, you're
39
fine.
degrees Celsius over here. So
Yeah, it's so hot that a Texan was impressed. So there, you
if
got
I
that.
weren't made of salt, I would probably be melting right about now.
Yeah, that sounds pretty legit.
That bloody well hurts, yeah. As an Spanish, I know that. So, time for anthems.
It's time to duel!
And it begins. Nepgen versus DNG, the second semi-final. And they
Go nepgen.
Okay, so I'm gonna play responsible color commentator here for a moment. DNG runs almost exactly the
well,
same.
Krishnoardenko almost puts it in himself.
Yeah.
Nice.
DNG runs almost exactly the same tactics that RuneScape does, with the wing metal forwards. Like the only difference between the two teams is pretty much an AMF is a CMF or something on the other one. I
They're
also
supposed to be Real Madrid tactics, actually. So it was.
Of course it is. Let's copy let's copy the actual best teams in the game. What did I tell you about that, Boris?
yeah.
Are you feeling it yet?
Gee, you mean a game that's actually about a sport favors the tactics that are working in that sport?
Yeah, it's like, fuck.
Imagine, fuck, shit. But you know, all you got to do is meme hard, and you can mostly take them on. No,
Yeah,
anyway, I really think.
skill there. No foul call.
I really think that actually nepgen sits on a little bit of an advantage, but just
Well,
as I
he's
say
faster.
that,
The lead tech to space use is clear.
what the
That was a
heck
pretty
are they
bullshit
doing?
takeaway. Surprised they didn't make anything off it.
Yeah, that was like, okay, we're gonna get it in a perfect position and then do nothing with it. I think nepgen sits on a slight advantage for this game, is what I was gonna say, but look
It's
how
DNG.
right I've been.
It's DNG. They are fucking unpredictable.
Well,
Yeah,
the
well,
thing is
I was
with
gonna say
nepgen-
also. Also, look at every fucking
Okay,
prediction
Sparkle
I've.
card.
There we
Sparkle
go.
card. Saved.
Oh, saved. Oh, there
Look
you
at
go.
every damn prediction I've made for this cup too. I'm never right, so why the fuck should we start
Mostly
now?
our group, but then everything else wrong.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I got our group right. I guess that's the part that matters. But
Yeah, it is. But yeah, NepGen, and also an interesting stat line is that aside from that Mario Kart 8 game where they were straight up memeing, they've
Yeah.
not been scored on at all.
oh yeah, no, whatever the. I mean, it seems like it's just a fairly standard, four-man backline. But whatever they're doing,
And a good goalkeeper too.
whatever they're doing with the deep setting is forcing a lot of people to get right to the edge of their box and then take like really bad, shitty shots. And believe me, that happened so much in my testing. They played like a completely different team from when I tested them pre-cup.
Yeah.
There's just I'm questioning that DNG can score outside of some really BS takeaways like you saw before.
Well, see, that's the problem is that's all the NG does is score for bullshit stuff. So
Well, but they do that a lot. They do that enough to win.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
you're right. Oh, I guess that's how
who
they got
needs
this far.
actual tactics when you can just get lucky? You know.
You just have Ronaldo get deep and score.
Ronaldo.
Exactly.
Mafame
Oh.
multipliers.
Yeah, Cyclo has been bitching about.
Oh yeah, fame. Well,
the
I think they were more prominent in 14 than 15. In 15, they haven't really bitten me in the ass yet.
Well, you were still complaining about delete.deck, but then Blaster is the one with 10 goals for them, so.
Yeah.
And Blaster is based off, well, I don't know. Who's the
Yeah, it's
Benzema,
not-
I guess? I don't know.
It's not quite as like ridiculously famous.
If at least Benzema would be as good for the fucking French team, then I wouldn't complain about it. Fucking hell. Losing to fucking Albania, the city of France.
Sun Tzu. The Space Juice couldn't get the ball to him.
Yeah, I don't think fame multiplayers are that big a deal. It's like I didn't.
They were big in
Ball to
14.
Noir. Noir on the right. Crosses. Uni. Unit
there's a
decision!
good opportunity.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, so we can talk about this as well. NepGen's attacks all come from the wings like that.
Yeah. It's
They don't-
get
they
ahead
don't-
on the wing and then cross it in, and then the attackers just have to tap it in, basically.
Well, yeah, it's like
like the
short
Space
cross.
Juice. Space Juice. Deflected and goes in!
Oh, I
Oh,
told you
yes!
about the bullshit. It
I
happened once
told
again.
I told you about RNG, bro.
Chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard. Finding trouble, never looking too hard. Well, back at class, they never taught us this. Some things you gotta learn, hit and miss. Tough times, hard climbs, we'll take them on together. Right now, let's go! Generation X. Game on, yes, game on. Come on, you better play your cards right. Game on, yes, game on. We'll make the grade and win this fight. We'll make the grade somehow. Yeah! Game on, yes, game on. Come on, you better play your cards right. Come on and get your game on. Chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard. Finding trouble, never looking.
So, NepGen manager is telling me Paul was right once again.
I rest my case.
Also, before you put the salt landmines everywhere, the co-manager is actually insisting that I say that we remember that this cup was run on semi-auto assisted sliding. He seems to believe that makes a huge difference for Tic Tacs.
Okay.
So, just something to, I guess, have in mind. I haven't tested enough on both ways to say, but remember that the cup does use full assist for the
Yep.
controller settings
Now it's in
for
the
both
wiki,
games.
so remember that for Chancap
Yeah,
managers.
yeah. We did put it in the wiki. So before you take the VGL results as canon of what formation you should be running for
Summer.
summer, yeah,
Or autumn.
Or Adam.
or autumn, yeah. That's the other thing. I'm
And if
glad
you're
we made it.
And if you're confused about it all, just run CGL, it'll go fine.
Yeah, it seems to work all right. Well, did you hang on? No. Before you go to the second half, go back to the match detail team stats. Look at DNG's shots.
Good.
One shot, none on target, one
Yeah,
goal.
but
Target.
I think this sums up DNG's performance perfectly.
In the cup in general.
Yes. This is just... It couldn't sum it up any better.
Cyclohexane's vision of how DNG has performed made manifest.
Well, they did well in the quarterfinals, though.
It's like T except with offense. I'm sorry, I'll stop now.
Well, here's Blaster, Netgear them.
Nope.
Yeah, no, here's Nepgear's strength. That I don't know exact. I didn't have quite enough time to really suss out what they did with this defensive line. Whatever it does, it makes strikers just really want to bloot the damn thing the moment they reach the edge of the box. They never get in close, and it just makes their goalkeeper.
Blaster goes wide with that header.
It just makes their goalkeeper pretty much like ridiculously good, save everything, because they're all pretty easy shots to save. Hang on.
Also, this match is the third nepgen versus Dueling network we have.
Yeah,
And
you
each
guys
one
have
has
a
been one
rivalry.
win. Each one has been one win for either side. So
Oh, we're on a
Ooh.
tiebreaker here. Cool. And
Yeah.
there has to be a winner today. So
yes,
Too. I
and
think
we're in the
think
semifinals.
what I'm scared of with NepGen is, although they did find a win against LolGen, their attack has not been very crisp in that game. Of course, LolG is heavily defense-based,
That's
but
an offside.
still, it's worrying.
what the Nepgen's attack is kind of. Well, here's the
It's
thing.
kind of dropped.
Nepgen's attack, like we identified, relies on coming in from the side, get it up early to the guy in the corner, and then just have him outdance whoever tries to come out wide to stop them and create some space. Certain setups really mess with that. Cyclo, for example, found.
Blaster, delete deck,
Please,
delete
please don't give
deck.
me
Nepgear
credit
them.
for this.
What? You're the one who came up with it. It wasn't me.
Yeah, but it's... I wish I didn't, because it's so fucking... I don't know.
It does seem pretty mean, but it worked. Because what it
worked to an
did.
extent.
Well,
Well, here it comes. Nepgear.
okay, look, I was losing by 2 or 3 goals.
Nepgear.
Matt, you found a way to
Oh,
make
back
us
pass
only
there.
lose by 1. That's an improvement.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
basically, the way that they attack from the wings like that, you have to have somebody other than the fullback or winger to go out and pressure them. So we ran LB, and then had a bunch of DMFs so that one of them would split off to whatever side it was going down.
It worked
And-
for 119 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to point out something, though. This is not something, the triple DMF LB thing, it's not something you can run and hope that it works. It's so fucking specific. Like,
Yeah,
if the
it's-
team you're
it's not-
facing...
It's not
It's
a general cup winning formation.
Oh,
It
God,
is
no.
it is a hard counter to what Nepgen is
Yeah.
like how they're attacking.
The logic
Goes to
behind
Purple
it...
Card. Purple Card is on side. Save.
Yeah, it's safe. The logic behind it was NepGen never goes for through balls.
Yeah.
just
Oh,
don't-
that's the other thing. Yeah, if they had adjusted to like short pass center build up, we would have been fucked immediately because we were so weak through the center. The usual through ball spam or over the top ball would destroy that.
But they
It-
don't
it
do
was-
that, so
Yeah.
there's not really any punishment for running
Bird takes the shot.
LBCBRB.
Save.
Jeez.
God
But yeah,
damn,
there's-
Nepgen is finding the heat now.
There's not really any punishment for it, so that's why I said, might as well try something else. Put 3 DMFs. They should be able to assume more control over the attackers before they can really get anything set up. And turned out that it worked, but I still
Yeah,
think it's a very, very dirty thing to use, and I would not recommend it to anyone.
I don't have any problem with trying to counter specifically what your opponent does if you're getting beat. That's just good management. I mean, yeah, it's obviously we're sitting here talking about something that didn't even work in one case, that only works in one case.
Players on attack and
So-
many. It's already many. Neptune
I don't
manager.
I
It
think.
was-
Well, you'll argue that the failures for Lolji in that game were in the offense, not the defense.
I pretty much would. Like, I never expect a team to stop 100% of the shots. You have to be able to find some goals if you want to win.
Yeah.
Cross. Try to find Natsume. Nech.
Which is something that I was getting onto Hearthstone about, but they seem to have figured out how to score all the goals come the knockouts here.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe
they sure have.
maybe the teams in their group were just better optimized to stop CGL ball.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Now. Okay, subs
Yeah,
time.
70. Subs for PNG.
Oh, did they leave you autopilot instructions? Yeah.
And Stables is in purple once again.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
Blind MC doesn't have a sub, so
Good instructions. It's like, don't even bother to bring correct instructions. You can just meme and get it in. So why
Yeah,
the fuck do you care?
As long, I mean, pretty much, if you trust your tactics, all you pretty much have to leave for instructions are like,
2 subs.
sub by ability, make non-retarded subs at 65 or 70, and then like if we're losing by 2, push everybody forward and change numbers and attack to mini.
Yep.
You know, there you go. There, I've written you the guide for how to do your autopilot days on summer.
You need to purple heart Kapow and no!
No,
Oh!
Denied!
Sorry, you cannot out DNG the DNG.
Denied! Oh, that was clearly in the line of goal.
Oh my God! Okay, Cyclo, I'm starting to appreciate what you meant about RNG luck for Dueling
I told
Network
you all
here.
this time, you didn't believe me.
No,
There's a
because I
blue
thought they
blaster,
looked pretty
space
decent.
Fuse. Deflected, that's gonna be a corner.
But this game is like literally watching the RNG pour onto the pitch and shut down nepgen.
That's about what I've expected for this game, and so far I must say I am not surprised.
Comes the cross. Mages with grid. Dynamisty with another Bluter attempt.
Surprised he didn't get the cross.
I guess this is what Heart of the Cards looks like when you express it in Divegrass.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yep.
And if DNG wins, we will have the coveted card derby.
Oh God, the card derby for the final.
Yep.
Who would have thought, right? Who
Yeah,
would have
no,
thought?
I did not. I identified that as a thing that technically could happen, but never realistically would. And now we're sitting about 10 minutes in game from it really happening.
It's like it would be the ultimate proof that managing in PES 15 is still not viable, which I am morally outraged by this, but I must recognize that it's fucking
Neptune
happening.
is going full panic.
Good.
All right, here we go.
So this is what they would have done in
Push everyone forward and numbers in attack. Well, they already have mini in attack.
now
Oh,
we're
yeah.
getting to see what they would have done if Lolji had
Utsume
gotten that
for
first goal in
Bisha.
that first half.
That actually scored.
And
Fuck
Mages
me,
for the
man.
best condition.
Fuck me sideways.
Will be blank.
Well, no, I'm kind of amused by that you say that
Go.
because part of our whole plan was we're gonna meme hard and see if we can get them to try to adjust to it in response.
Here's Noir.
It didn't really work.
Noir
They just stuck.
crosses. No, that was a shot? I thought it was a
Wow,
cross.
that
That was,
was neither a good shot nor a good cross.
No, Noir
And
was a
they-
shit there.
Killed about 2 more minutes that they really needed to have utilized.
And that's why you don't use last station as your medals.
Well,
And
That's gonna be a corner.
corner, yep. Starting to look like Dueling Network General is going to advance without a single shot on target this game.
no, they've had one. It was saved though.
Oh, okay, all right.
I was watching that closely. I wanted that to happen. Just to picture the amazing fucking bullshit luck.
Clear, Purple Heart fighting for it. Purple Heart, Purple Heart. Purple Heart keeps it.
Come
Need some
on,
support.
this is your chance, Nepgen.
Wow.
Holds
Nepgen,
it.
Holds it.
Hold it.
Holds it.
To Nepgear. Nepgear in the box. Goes wide.
No,
Wide.
no, you fucked it up. Goodbye.
Can't out DNG,
Go
DNG.
home. That was actually a legitimate chance, but
Yeah, that was
like, what
really
the
good.
what the fuck? Like, legitimate chances don't work for to believe this cup.
No.
So
You
DNG
gotta.
tried to
You
get the
you
cup.
have to have heart of the cards. You just do.
Part of the Pez.
Heart of the pet. I want somebody to yell that in summer after they win a game.
Space Juice. Delete couldn't get it. One last chance for Nepgen, maybe?
4 minutes. There's something to do here. Not if they
no,
clear it like that,
not
though.
like that.
Not like that.
Come on, quick counterattack. Get something done
Well,
quickly.
here is the Space
No,
Juice.
no.
Nepgear
Oh,
down.
no, it's safe.
And they have to play now. Only 1 minute to go.
See, that would have been a legitimate goal. That's why it didn't go in.
Oh,
And they
okay.
lost it. That's it.
Yeah,
pretty much
that
over
looks
at this
like
point.
one more push for DNG, and
Here comes Blaster. Deflector. Nepgear down will grab it, and that's it.
but they're out of time. Just out. Okay, well, card bowl final.
Yep.
Everyone get in here, but I guess we have to play Nepgen and
Yeah, Nepgen and RSG.
RuneScape. Well, Nepgen just had a lot of trouble playing these tactics, so hopefully they've learned a little something to take to the exact same tactics in the next game.
12-6. Okay. I don't know where
So,
they came
I
from,
think
but
everyone is gonna look forward to a great Juventus versus Real Madrid final.
If anything is that
hyped
is true.
for it.
If anything is that is true.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm laughing. It is funny.
It's funny, but it's also depressing.
And
For
man of
me,
the
it is
match
anyway.
is Space Juice. Oy vey.
Oh, they didn't even score the goal. Or did he? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was Space Juice. Assisted by
Uh,
Blaster.
Cyclo, should I go ahead and predict that Dueling Network General is going to win it all?
Oh well, I don't think you're taking many chances by making that prediction, really.
Well, okay, then I'll go ahead and do it.
It's a
because
pretty safe prediction.
I'll go ahead and predict Dueling Network General is going to win it all because
I'm-
apparently I curse teams when I do that.
I'm gonna predict the draw because
Oh.
that would be the result that I would enjoy the most.
So we'll go to penalties.
And of course, it can't happen.
Yeah, I would take penalties in the Heart of the Cards final because that's literally just as RNG as you can get. It's like it's the PES equivalent of both sides completely exhausting their hands and just top decking until somebody gets what they need.
And 0-0 penalties would probably be my favorite result for this.
Yeah, just both teams, no progress made. We never got their life points. We never exhausted their hero health. We just went straight to top decking until somebody wins.
Watch out though if you're rooting for DNG. They have the Golden Boot curse in their hands.
Okay, Boris, what do you
true.
say? Heads or tails?
Make the NepGen manager call it.
Okay.
Wait, we have the third place match, alright.
Yeah, make the NepGen manager call heads or tails.
Okay. God damn it, he says. He's going with heads. Okay,
All right.
that works. Let's put this in the stream. So he's going with heads. Let's see. And it's heads again.
Oh, he actually gets it right. Fuck.
Uh,
Alright, so NetGen is